So, yes, thank you so much, everyone, for joining on a Sunday afternoon. I know you must be sleepy, tired, or laid back, want to relax, but thank you so much for giving, uh, being present on this call. So that means a lot. And we're talking about Project Life. And just in case, I mean, I just want you to know that if you do not want to do anything apart from Access, then it's okay. But this is not Access. It is something that has originated because I really worked on it and the stuff that I've been through in my life and all. So this was always there, but I was probably waiting for the time that when it would like to show up, and now is the time because it's been pinging in my world for such a long time. I was like, yeah, karte, I'll talk about it. I'll do it when the time comes. You know how we keep postponing things? I wouldn't say procrastinating. I was postponing the birth of this new little baby, which is here, which would like to, which would like your attention or whoever wishes to come to it. And so Project Life is all about your life being treated like a project. What if you are the project, right? And I love coining names. I love playing with words. And the word that matched the energy was this. And trust me, it is not from Chat GPT. It is not. We tried going on to Chat GPT also. Umesh and I were searching, like, the energy requires something else. And what came up was Project Life. So you can ask me questions, and I would be more than happy to talk about this. And having said that, I was asking Umesh that how do we kind of present it that if it is not access, then what is it? Well, access is a way of life, your lifestyle, how you are, how you be. Project Life is going to be inclusive, but it will have a different way of approaching the same thing, a different technique for approaching the same thing, where we probably not using the clearing statements, we're not using the tools, we're doing it in a way which is more convenient, more you, more in that moment. Having said that, access really is amazing and expensive.
Saya
Had I,
mau bet itu. Mari call siya. Mana nanti kayo host ng jadi tahu.
yeah, I know. Who is talking? Where? Ah, yeah, found it. I just couldn't see which one is not muted. And is it online and live? Yes, it is both. But yes, I would encourage you to come live with your bodies, because then we will be able to touch your body and do that particular thing that we have in mind. Also, there will be techniques which you haven't uh, experienced. It's a first time thing, and nobody is doing it. And I know for a fact that it changes. I've been experimenting in certain, like bits and pieces and blocks. I've done something a little bit in Raipur, a little bit in Ahmedabad, little bit in Delhi, with certain people. And it's just that yeah, I need to have those people to be on a feedback call kind of a thing, that how that particular thing changed everything for them. As I said, it is not access, but access is inclusive. So what does it, if you have a question as to how is it going to change anything? Well, it's going to change everything.
Kaya floats.
Wait. Mute. Why is it not muted? Lee.
Just let me
L-E-A.
co-host Kavita will you.
I am making you the co-host.
Is it working?
Nidhi Dangita has to be muted.
Nidhi, Nidhi, I love you. Where are you? Okay, yeah. You've unmuted yourself.
That's right.
Wait, I will. Thank you so much. There is no option of making the co-host. You have to either be the host. Can you be the host then?
And now
Then then I can't record. Hi, Neetu. So it's going to do is
if we started the question, okay, let us ask him what is.
Yeah, you please ask question. I like to, yeah, it's easier to kind of talk about it.
Yeah. So
Please
can I ask you? I am Umesh, and I would like to ask you, okay, what does life means to you? But if you like to interact, let's start with interaction. It would be more
What
fun.
is life? Yeah. Okay, just
What does life means to you?
Yeah, let's not even go into the meaning of it. What is life? Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah, what is life for you?
What is life for you? Okay, yeah. Oh, laid back on a Sunday afternoon and not wanting to talk is life. Oh, that I get that totally. What else?
The span between birth and death is life.
Okay.
Somehow it's bringing up a very linear energy, though we don't go linear in access, but it's bringing up a linear energy with that
No,
question.
no. So, Vandana, don't. So, right now, you don't have to be morally correct answers. You can
And
be
also,
immoral and give me the answer that is coming. It doesn't have to be
yeah,
access based. It has to be
and
just
access
what is it?
is
Yeah.
also inclusive. It includes linear and
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
but
access
it's a
doesn't
span,
restrict
how
anything.
you, how,
Life
what
means
experiences you
life.
have, what experiences you have
So
in between.
it's a
uh,
bundle of experiences, is what you're saying? Like, like a record, like different experiences put together.
yes.
Is that okay? Cool. Life means enjoyment and fulfillment. That's what Pradyuman is saying. It's amazing.
Mhm.
What else is it?
For me, it's not just enjoyment and fulfillment. There are times when I have not enjoyed it,
Enjoy life.
and it's part of my life,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
accept it. It's been a learning curve. In fact, it's not been enjoyable. It's horrible, some parts of it, but
So for
it's made me who
Garima,
I am.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I do get. So you're talking about the highs and the lows and the sadness and the anger and the upset and everything put together. And somebody is saying life means happiness, joy ride, days and moments stringed together. Okay, strung together. Yeah. And the whole thing being, what if it is all inclusive of the tantrums that you throw, the anger you do, the drama and the trauma that you have, and I have no point of, I mean, having no point of view about it.
And
The
what is
issues that you go through and
So
everything.
like a quest, it's a journey, it's a quest where you're always trying to lead, I think, by and large, at least for me, to lead a
Mhm.
grander version of myself, be it as a human being, being it in my work area, just to become a better, grander version of me, a better expression of me in multiple ways.
That's
So
amazing, or more expansive, because is better from the space of judgment, or better from the space of, okay, this is fun today, maybe tomorrow I could be something else and something more.
a grander version. Like today, what I was doing yesterday seems a lesser version of what I'm
Uh,
doing today.
yeah,
yeah.
obviously. I mean, see, yesterday you were probably having milk from your bottle, and now you're not even having milk, or you're probably having daru or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's different. Yeah, it's different. And some people would not have daru. They don't have to judge themselves that, okay, she is and I'm not. So here somebody is saying, Garma is saying, every moment we live, the way we live is life, whichever way we live. Yeah, that's also possible. Be hi, hi, Barkha. So, okay, aiming to be joyfully present and simply being, yes.
Present.
And half of us don't even know what it means to be me. We all have this little, traces from people around, and we think that is us. And what if it's not? What if it's about a constant unveiling of you coming out every now and then, that, oh, I didn't know that I had this also in me. Oh, I had so much anger in me. Oh, really? Okay, I can dance. I didn't know I could. I thought I'm really bad at it. Do you get it? I mean, it's something more coming out each and every time. Like when I talked to Umesh, I was like, Umesh, I didn't know that you had a voice and you can talk. I mean, I know him since 2012, so, but the only thing is I never heard him talk or interact or whatever. Yeah, I've only seen him smile and laugh. That's all I see him. And I'm like, wow. And now the world knows that he can talk, and he really talks a lot. So that it's about unveiling or unwrapping a lot which is hidden. Those particular, those places in your being that you haven't tapped, or you that are still going untapped, those little wiring and that molecules, even the brain, have we really allowed the main brain capacity to be explored? That doesn't mean that I'm talking about a body process called 90% of brain capacity being activated. No, 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 that's not it. But there is way more to what we're here for than just roti kapra makan. Anyway, this is an old slogan. We don't even follow that anymore.
It is
Umesh, what is
also
life
now.
to you? What is life? What is life, Umesh? You tell me.
As life is, as we started with someone, I think Vanna has said, okay, it is a bundle of experiences. That is for sure. For me, everything is just an experience.
Yeah.
And I would love, yeah, I like and love to explore everything in life.
Yeah, right. I mean, so at
It
one
is
point you may
fun.
just think that you're kind of comfortable with anybody doing anything, and then suddenly you realize that actually you're
Yeah.
not with anybody doing anything.
Yes.
How we say that we are, but we are actually not. It's about being so present with yourself.
Mm.
Yeah, so the language I'm going to be talking is definitely going to sound like access, but the techniques via which we're going to be undoing the stuff are going to be different. I hope that that explains how the project life is going to get unfolded. So 3 days of you um, not just bringing out the energy of your problem, of your relationships, of pain, health, bodies, but also we working on you so that something can be changed. It's like 3 days of that uh, blissfulness that you would like to carry on in your life on a daily basis with that bliss.
It is totally going to be like, how would you like to create your life? What would you like to add or remove? How
Or
would you
delete or
like
edit
to
or edit.
experience everything? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you going home with a small little manual. Manual doesn't matter, but with the quotes that come up with life so spontaneous. So where are you not willing to be spontaneous? Where are you not willing to be the humor that you are? Where are you not willing to be the manipulation you can be? Where are you not willing to be लोग जब आपको कुछ कह देते हैं तो आप वहीं पे एकदम सुन के चुप हो जाते हो या फटते हो एक सेकंड में. What is it? It's like, when somebody throws a judgment at you, it's about sensing कि कहाँ क्या हो रहा है उस moment में. Those are the techniques actually. You'll be like, whoa, okay, fine, this is getting triggered. This something in my stomach getting triggered, or something in my chest getting triggered, right? And then undoing that and clearing it up. Mm. So those there will be techniques which will be clearing that out. How many of you trust yourself? It's okay. No hand going up or too many. That's okay. I know. We doubt ourselves. We love to doubt ourselves more. So it's about another tool technique being added to that. Thank you,
Very
Kavita.
much says me, at
You're
least one.
the only one. You're the only one. I know nobody else. But
And
it's like adding the element of trust in you. You trusting
and
you.
you know, yeah. That's why, as you said, you trusting you. That's what I was about to add. Okay, you know what, we are exactly where what we have chosen to be and what we are choosing every moment. Because everything where we are and whatever is showing up is just a reflection of what is going inside us.
It's like,
And that is
you
what
vibrating at a different level. When we say that, okay, black magic ho gaya, ya somebody has done something on me, really, is that it? Is that it? Or would you be already having some seed in you, been there, done that? Or what are you aware of? Because if you have no input, okay, tell me, if you have no input of loud voice or noise, would you know what is loud? If you don't know, like in Africa, there's a tribe who does not know what pain is while childbirth, while giving birth to a child, would they know what pain is? But if you know that somebody would have done something and this is how it is, or I mean, a classic thing. I had no idea. I just completed my shamanism with Nitya, and last class she talks about shamanic. No, she talks about shamanic death. Yeah, I had no clue of what shamanic death was, but I experienced it while and before I was doing the class. And she talked about it in the last class. I'm like, do I now need to go and check into a journey and see whether I went through it or not? No, it's just I got to know. Oh, was it this? Now, just an example. So would you want to just see and be more present with, that I do have trust, but somewhere it's been buried under layers of earth, which I can't undo or open or dig into. And now here, oh, right, this is how I can increase my levels of trust in myself. Not by
And
just
you
simply
are
doing,
already trusting you, whether
yeah.
you know it or not, acknowledge it or not, but you are already trusting it. That's why even if you are fearful, then also you are trusting yourself. Then on that only you are fearful. If you didn't have trust on you, you are not going to be fear anything. That is also true.
So it's about
Because what you
trusting
have
you.
experienced, what you have associated, what you are knowing, you are operating from that only. It is just a reaction of what you have in store for you.
Yeah. So and of course a lot
And
more
you
fun with right now what we're talking is sounding very too much work to be done. No. But when we're going to be doing it, it's going to be
yeah.
so much fun because that technique definitely requires you to be present with the other people because the group that is going to come together is going to change. And because it's like a group energy that we're talking about, we're not talking about one-on-one. So yeah, you can ask more questions. This is how I could explain what project life is because,
What
uh,
technique is it? Uh,
sorry,
what is the basic technique, or is it something you have evolved?
uh, how I have invented. It's something like when people say, "Oh, is access like Reiki? Is it acupressure? Is it whatever?" No, it is none of it. So you may find traces of this in other tools or somewhere somebody would have spoken about it, but it's not that. It's way too different. So it's something like when I get people to do the flip it technique. Yeah, it is mine, is what I just need to start claiming it way more. So the flip it technique will flip the entire thing. Okay, that's how my studio is also named Flip It Hop on Life, is the studio that I run. And everyone who, when I kept this name, they're like, oh, it just sounds like a workshop name. I said, I'll have that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now it's becoming a workshop. So Project Life is the flip it thing that we're talking about because it does have the flip it technique. Flip is what? Anything and everything in life can be flipped. So if you're doing a lot of like a toss kind of a thing, so with what is head, actually the tail is really beneath it. And if you're getting the tail, the head is above it, something on those lines. So yes, it is all there. So you can flip the entire fucking thing. So if there is a lot of anger, there could be a lot of gratitude, but it's just that you can't see it in that moment. How do you bring it out? So anything which is dense and
I,
dark also has something else. So it's about just changing that so that you can have something else.
yeah. It is like when we say, na, if you are hurt, hate can be without love and love can't be without hate.
Yeah,
It is
that.
you can only hate those who you can love.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I was aware of it. It's just that the love doesn't come out when you hate too much. So how
Yeah.
to how to access that and bring that out for people who are really, really nasty and who are really, really in your face and you don't know what to do. And you're like, no, this I'm not able to take it, or I don't want to take it, and you don't have to take it. That's as simple as that. So that is what we're talking about. That's the project. That's the project. Okay, you do a
Yeah.
project, you don't do it in a day, do you? Sometimes you do, because if it's only a chart paper where you need to draw apples and oranges, you can do that. But life is not just apple and oranges. It's like the entire fruit kingdom, or the plant kingdom maybe, and the animal kingdom and everything. So you want to add a little bit of everything. How would you want your recipe of life to be? It's that. That is what we're talking about as the project life. So Vandana, did it address your thing? It's the flip it thing, and it has been there. I've been practicing with people separately after the foundation gets done, not with all groups. Only when I felt that they were up for it, would I ask them, and then sampled it out. It worked. and they change, and they change so much. They change on me that I don't even. Uh, I mean, I'm still there, and they moved on and really chosen way greater. I'm like, awesome. So they change so much.
So
Because see, then you don't need me. Then you need you. Yeah.
how did it change for you? Can you give us a taster of it, Kavita?
There is, Umesh, is there a taster for it? We never thought that we could do a taster. There should be one, right? In the
Yes,
next call, we can
can.
probably. We haven't planned out a taster because it's like, of course, it's not hands-on thing. There is no hands-on thing going on here. Only one technique which will be, but that you don't need to do hands-on. You can just do it anywhere with anything in the energetic world. That technique, you just have to, say a couple of things, and then that technique is done. So that is a different thing. Do we also focus on our aspirations, dreams of what we want to do in our life? We do in these 3 days. Project Life, sweetheart Deepika. It is Project
It has
Life.
to do with everything, kind of from pain, pleasure, relationship, health, you name
Absolutely.
it, and we are going
And
to.
you may not have
It
to
is going
focus.
to be
You'll be
that.
that energy. You wouldn't have to focus. You will know, okay, this is how I create it. So sample taster, Vandana, point noted. We'll probably
Yes.
in one more call we kind of figure out how do we kind of sample it
Yes,
out.
sure, we will do it.
Yeah. Right now I don't have a ready handmade sample that this is what you need to do. So yeah. So then we'll name it only sample project or the taster session, Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Because obviously you need to know before you're investing in something, right? Because it is your life. And what if it's not an investment? You could just go with the energy of it. Like, I know what you're talking. I would like to do that. So yeah, definitely. And the whole thing is the pricing is not like Access. It's very different. But it's the intro offer. There is going to be a lot more healing than actually sitting and grasping what the concepts are or whatever. And while we're healing, you can keep talking. And then it's also about marketing and highlighting yourself so that you can go out, and you don't have to be a facilitator to be highlighted, right? You need to know how to kind of market yourself. So it's about tapping into that energy and changing it too. Because a lot of people who talk to me, who come to me, do ask me, how do you kind of market yourself? What do you do? Actually, I do nothing, but I do everything at the same time. So am I too good? Is my presence too high on social media? Not really. No. I don't have too many followers. But yeah, do I reach out to people? Answer is yes, I do. How would you like to reach out? It's that.
Yeah.
And what tools also of this reality can you be using for yourself to show up differently and market yourself differently? That is the energy that we'll be working with. We're not rejecting the tools of this reality, the marketing and everything. Nothing to be rejected.
Yeah, and marketing is everything. Even being in the family, being mother, being wife, being
Ah,
husband,
yes.
girlfriend, boyfriend, anything is just marketing because we are attracted to everything in this way. What we like, we want to have that. We want to be closer to that.
All your
So it's not
relationships
anything
are
about
all
marketing.
marketing.
It's just about everything. Is how
Yeah.
we show up, or else we didn't get dressed up in the home.
You know what?
Or,
Kalpana said, so Umesh, Kalpana said that we are all lawyers because we're only justifying everything that who we are, how we
yeah.
are. And if I need something from Vandana, then I have to convince her, right? And I have to give her the logical explanation of why I'm doing what I'm doing and how it is. So I actually don't want to give too much of explanation on this, but at the same time, I know there is an energy to it. You just simply, if you even chant Project Life, okay, Project Life, and one or two things that we'll give you in the class. If you kind of do that, it's okay. It's done.
Yeah, because project life is not limited to the thing you were talking about. What we are going to give you the taster of the flip it fashion, that is
Yeah.
for sure. But it is not limited to that. It has so many things, and it is going to work in every area of your life with everything. As I said,
Yes.
whether it's going to be health, wealth, abundance, pain, diseases, whatever you like to. Because everything is just, as I said earlier also, everything is just a reflection of our inner world. And when we are going to work on that, whatever you like to change or whatever you like to add on, you can do that. Radhika is asking what is the energy
Duration of the
exchange?
class is 3 days. 3 days.
And there are going
And
to
then
be a lot
it
of
doesn't stop
yeah.
there because every month we have two sessions. Umesh, right? Yeah.
One session for now we have, but if we, as it's going to require, we can add on to, instead of one, we can do it two. But for
Yeah. So
year,
once
we
a
have
month is
planned,
what we're going to meet
yeah,
again and again and again
and
again.
again.
So it's about almost for 6 months to 8 months, sometimes a year. So once a month, that back end support that you require to change or ask or whatever,
To share your
that
experiences.
exists.
Yeah. And the
Any
energy exchange is, for the introductory offer, it is just a very low, we can say the lowest we can
as
keep.
per
It is
as per
just what
access, yes. It may not be low for
it's
freshers, so
just
let's not
only
even
for
go into
access.
the
It's you can compare it.
Multiple streams of it.
Yeah.
Some not
yeah.
doing, no jobs, no business.
Okay, that's somebody else talking about something else in the call. That's life, you know how we get distracted. Amounts. Umesh.
Yeah. So it is just 42,000 rupees
Yes. It's only.
for 3 days, and for the follow-up sessions, total.
Oh, yeah. This includes food as well. So yeah, food and snacks and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll have
But
to
yes,
get your
just for
body.
this time
It's
also
current. It's
only.
in Deepika. It's in Ahmedabad. It's at Flip It Studio, which is here in Ahmedabad. Flip It, hop on live. That's what we're here for. It's about wherever you are, and Ahmedabad is a pretty affordable city. Well, Modi ji is really focusing on our in our city. Really, I'm not kidding. I've just written a mail to him the other day. I said, "You remember me?" You know, he was just the spokesperson at that time when I was in college, and I was the GR host. And he remembered me till 2009. After that, he became a prime minister. So I don't know if he does or not. I was like, okay, let's reach out, Modi ji. I'm there. I'm handling your city pretty well. It's okay. Please send more people from Delhi and other cities over here so that they can receive a taste of what you're doing in the city.
When is it?
Yeah, it is 13th. This is Baisakhi, 13th, 14th, 15th April.
And
It's a
it
new
is also
beginning.
online too.
It's online too as well. If you don't think that you can travel right now. Yes, I know. Sorry, Nikaldi. But if you don't think you can travel, and all those who really like the way
Set up dates as well.
June. Yes, we're going to do it in June. That'll be a retreat, Deepika. That wouldn't be in Ahmedabad. That will be somewhere. We're identifying the location because June we will be heading out,
Really?
and then the
Yeah.
cost will be vary because it'll be different. But it'll be more like a retreat setup where even after the class the things are flowing and then we're partying and everything. So that.
Yeah. But party we will do it in Ahmedabad too.
Oh yeah. You think
Yeah.
you want drinks or whatever? We'll organize. No problem. Life is all about that also, right? Cheers.
Kavita,
Yeah,
I would
sorry.
love to, but I'm traveling for my son's admission to Bangalore on 13th. So that's where my life
Oh,
is. I'm in transition in April.
you are which city, Deepika?
I'm in Delhi and I am like traveling for
So
at least 2 to
let's
3
meet.
weeks to Bangalore.
So let's do June somewhere up north because it's going to be really hot. Ahmedabad, I will not even
I don't
invite
know if
you.
in June I'm in Delhi or not. I might be in Bangalore in June. I would have shifted to Bangalore in June. That's what my life is in transit at the moment. I'm
That's
exploring
okay.
cities to shift.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll not
So,
stop. We'll not. Next set of dates will
And
not be
you
just June,
can
right?
join
We will keep.
online too.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can join online too.
Yeah,
Oh,
in June maybe. Yeah,
yeah.
I could.
So Sonia has experienced. Okay, Sonia is a part of our team and all, and Sonia just joined. Sonia has experienced bits and pieces of Project Life. Sonia, you there?
Yes, I am.
Could you? They wanted to know what exactly it is, but you've been present with all the little stuff that I've done different places. So yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, sure, Garima. Bye, Garima.
yeah.
So Project Life, I mean, when first of all, the title itself gives an example, I mean, a description of what the entire exercise is going to be about. It's about you finding yourself. So it's not only internally. See, we do a lot of body process, all modalities. If you see, it's about letting go of what we're holding. Some things are stuck right under the armpit. Some things might be right on your face. And okay, in access, like you have body processes and all that kind of stuff. Reiki, there's all kinds of modalities, spirituality, yoga, meditation, and all that. So, Project Life is going to make sure by the end of the third day that internally, externally, you are vacant and just you and your being is
Yeah.
there. This whole communion between each other. And now, from this space, what can you choose? What would you like to choose? I know this is an access word that I'm saying. What would you like to
Yeah.
choose? But that is choice. I mean, life is choice. When you wake up, are you going to put your right foot forward or your left foot? That's a choice, right? And there's so many choices that we do in a day which we don't even realize that we're choosing. Every time you hit the snooze button, you're choosing. And what does that create, right? So
Yeah.
Project Life just makes you more aware, more of you, and drops so many things like all this, all being an Indian, for example. How many times have we not been rude to someone who's been trying to overpower us just because they were older or just because they were our relatives? Now, what did that create for you? What if you could honor yourself and actually stand up for yourself? Would you go back home really frustrated and take it out on your child or take it out on someone who's less empowered than you are? No, you won't, right? Because you'd feel good, you'd carry a feel good factor. So Project Life is about carrying that, the feel good factor all the time. And it's also okay if you don't want to carry it, but at least you're aware that you're not carrying it and not blaming anyone else. So yeah.
Wow. I think you got the essence of it
Wonderful.
in the
Yeah.
smaller portion more than I could have. I would like to kind of transcribe what you just said.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
because that
It's
sums
well
it up.
done.
Thank you so much for putting words to what we experienced together. Yeah.
It's all about energy at the end. I mean, how,
Yeah. And then
you
you
can't,
have 3 days of
yeah,
unedited, uncensored me. Oh my
yeah.
God. Yeah.
True. How does, totally. Yeah.
Uncensored and too much laughter, because that's the core of that has to be actually the playful you, that the life that you gotta create, right? Or you would like to create, or you can create, or that's available but you're not creating, right? It's about the laughter. So that's it. I don't think there's more that we can throw light on, but the sample thing that we will now in the next one. See, your questions help us kind of change and navigate and create that. So it's the intro thing that we're kind of doing and playing with the energy, because I know there's a very loud noise in my voice in my head which is saying go for it. So it is channeled. And not that I know what channeling is, because that was my pointed question earlier. What is channeling? Can I channel? No, no, no. It's only for the big ones. They can channel, I can't channel. And then in the process, when things started pouring out, today I write my own poems. Okay, they're going to be meme quotes and everything. And I'll look at my phone. I'm like, oh, okay, it looks nice. I've written this. So I don't know wherever it's coming from. So it is being channeled, right? Something that you don't even remember that you've written. So that. When was it born? I really don't know, Vandana, because it was probably always there. But I started seeing it when I woke up. Yeah. So when I started awakening myself, and I was like, this is something that could be so much fun for people, and change could be so much ease and fun.
Yeah. And it is already there with everyone. It is just we are
Yeah.
going to
You're
bring
just
it
bringing it
out.
out.
It is just a way to see it in a different way, as to flip the side and
Yeah.
see it's already there. We are not going to add on anything. It is already there. It's
Yeah.
just unfolding it or unwrapping it. We can.
Which could mean your weight, which could mean how you look, and which could mean it's like, if you could be changing stuff in a heartbeat. So it's like coming up with a beat version of all that has contributed to me, everything. It's like I can't say, okay, this one from here, this one from here. It's like 15 years into this field, what all is there that can be, it's like, a convergence point. There has to be some convergence point that, okay, just do this. Ta-da.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is, why
And
not share it with the world who are willing to receive it? That is also there.
mhm.
So yeah.
And access to is definitely going to be, because we are already so into access. It is just a way of life. How we live,
So
how
you
we learn
don't need any
in every
prereqs for this.
moment. Yeah, that
Exactly.
is
So
what I was
anyone
saying.
can do it anytime. And when you learn this, you can probably, kind of play with it and work on people. It's a non-certified thing. So obviously we're not talking about certification right now. We're just saying come experience the whole thing
Yeah,
and play with that energy.
totally no form, no structure.
You
No
will
signature.
realize, okay, now one of the two techniques in that, you will see how you have been picking up energies across,
Yeah.
because there is a thing that we're going to do, and then you'll be like, wow, I didn't know that I could talk like this. I know where it's coming from. This is not me, but yeah, that is not you. That's the thing that you will be in that moment, and then you can be out of it.
Yeah. And my favorite one, to read between the lines, because do you know, 7% of the communication is non-verbal, and how much easy your life will be or would be if you can read that thing. You can access that 87% of the communication, even that with ourselves too. Because we choose something, we think something, but we do it totally different. And what the other person is saying, even the same word, whether it's English language, Hindi language, in same language, the word changes its meaning with the
Yeah.
person's thoughts. And with the same person, the way the tone changes and how he says, or whether we say or not, even with the eyes, with the smile also, there are so many differences
The body
with
language that
everything,
we're
how
talking
we
about.
say it.
So,
Yeah,
but
body
because
language, energy,
yeah,
presence. So it is just like, how would you like to experience that? How it is and
because
what it is.
currently you may have a lot of excess energy or carrying it and all, or maybe pranic energies or whatever, right? So project life is what you let go of and become, and then be and do it from there. You start living your life from a different space altogether. So that's it. I think we don't want to fry you out anymore, but we'll sample it out. Let's see how you enjoy it or you don't in the next one. Thank you so much for being there.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you.